Hello everyone, I am Divya. I am from BSc Chemistry Honors second year. Today I am giving a presentation on the topic of organic chemistry. The name of the topic is infrared spectroscopy. Now we will discuss about the theory and interpretation of IR spectroscopy. Now we will discuss about the organic structure and determination, how atoms are connected together, which bonds are single bond, double bond or triple bond, what functional groups are exist in molecule, if we have a specific stereoisomers, what are they were, instrumental methods of structure determination. First, nuclear magnetic resonance NMR, excitation of the nucleus of atoms through radio frequency irradiation. Irradiation provides extensive information about molecular structure and atom connectivity. And second is infrared spectroscopy, triggering molecular vibrations through eye radiations with infrared light provide mostly information about the presence or absence of any certain functional group. Mass spectrometry, bombardment of the sample with electrons and detection of result molecular fragments provide information about molecular mass and atom connectivity. And the fourth is ultraviolet spectroscopy, promotion of electrons to higher energy levels through eye radiations of the molecules with ultraviolet light provide mostly information about the presence of conjugate pi system and the presence of double and triple bonds. Now our next topic, spectroscopy, study of spectral information. Firstly, the physical stimulus occurs in the molecule and then it responds and detecting instrument is used. The visual most common representation of spectrum upon eye radiation with infrared light, certain bonds respond by vibration faster. This response can be detected and translated into a visual representation called a spectrum. Spectrum interpretation processes are first process is recognize a pattern, second process is associate pattern with physical parameters, third is identify possible meanings, that is purpose explanations. Once a spectrum is obtained, the main challenge is to extract the information it contains in abstract or hidden form. This requires the recognition of certain parameters and the interpretation of the patterns in terms of a meaningful and a logical explanation. Electromagnetic spectrum. Now we will discuss about the electromagnetic spectrum. Most organic spectroscopy uses electromagnetic energy or radiation as the physical stimulus. The electromagnetic energy has no detectable mass component. In other words, it can be referred as a pure energy, such as visible light is a type of electromagnetic energy. Other types of radiation, such as alpha rays, which consist of helium nuclei, have a detectable mass component and therefore cannot be categorized as electromagnetic energy. The most important parameters associated with electromagnetic radiations are energy, frequency, wavelength. Energy is directly proportional to frequency and inversely proportional to the wavelength, as indicate that E is equals to h mu. We will discuss E is the energy and mu is the frequency, and lambda is equals to wavelength. Mu is equals we will discuss E is equals to mc square and C is equals to now the next topic is effect of electromagnetic radiations on molecules, high frequency, shorter wavelength. Now we will discuss about the wavelengths and frequency are gamma rays have gamma rays have wavelength 10 raised to power minus 9, x rays have wavelength 10 raised to power minus 7, near uv मतलब UV have 10 raised to power minus 5, visible have 10 raised to minus 4 wavelength, infrared have 10 raised to power minus 3 wavelength, microwave have 10 raised to power minus 1 wavelength, and radio have 10 raised to power square or 10 raised to power 4 wavelength. and the molecular effects which are occur in the ionization effect occur in gamma rays and x-rays. The electronic transition are in visible or UV rays. Molecular vibrations are affected in infrared spectroscopy, and rotational motion in microwave, and in radio nuclear spin transmission. Now we will discuss about the infrared radiation is largely thermal energy. Is it induces stronger molecular vibration in covalent bonds, which can be viewed as springs holding together two masses or atoms. Specific bond response to absorb specific frequencies like equilibrium bond length, then it stretched, then it compressed. Now we will discuss about the vibrational modes. Vibrational modes are what they are and what it works. Covalent bond can vibrate in several modes including stretching, rocking and scissoring. The most useful band in an infrared spectrum corresponding to stretching frequencies, and those will be the ones we all focus on. Now there are like symmetric stretching, asymmetric stretching and bending, which is known as scissoring. Now we will discuss about the transmission and absorption. When a chemical sample is exposed to an action of infrared light, it can absorb some frequencies and transmit the rest. Some of the light can be reflected back to the source, like IR source emit some chemical samples and then transmit light from it, and the detector can detect the light from all the frequencies it receives. The chemical samples can absorb specific frequency and allow to rest to pass through and transmitted light. The detector detects the transmitted frequencies, and by doing so also reveals the values of absorbed frequencies. An infrared spectrum in absorption mode, the IR spectrum is basically a plot of transmitted or absorbed frequencies versus intensity of transmission or absorption frequencies appears on the frequencies are appear on x-axis, and the intensity are plotted on the y-axis. Now we will discuss about an IR spectrum in transmission mode. The graph between spectrum in transmission mode, this is the most commonly used representation and that one found in most chemistry and spectroscopic books, therefore will be discussed. Classification or infrared bands. IR bands can be classified as strong, medium and weak depending on their relative intensity in the infrared spectrum. A strong band covers most of the y-axis, a medium band falls to about half of the y-axis, and a weak band falls to about one third or less of the y-axis. Infrared active bonds. Not all covalent bond displays the bands in the IR spectrum, only polar bond to do so. There are infrared too as IR active. The intensity of the band depend on the magnitude of the dipole moment associated with the bond in questions, like strongly paired bonds such as carbonyl group C double bond O produce strong bands. Medium polarity bonds and asymmetric bonds produce medium bands. Weakly polar bond and symmetric bonds produce weak or non-observable bands, like strong between carbonyl, medium between C, and weak between uh, alkenes and non-observable. Infrared band shapes. The infrared band shapes comes from various forms. Two of the most common are narrow and broad. Narrow bands are thin and pointed like a dagger. Broad bands are wide and smoother. A typical example of broad band is by OH bonds, such as these found alcohols and carboxylic acid. Informative obtained from the IR spectra. The IR is most useful in providing information and about the presence of specific functional groups. IR provided molecular fingerprint that can be used when spectrum samples. If two or samples display the same IR spectrum, it can be argued that they are the same compound. IR does not provide detailed information or proof about the molecular formula or structure. It provides information or molecular fragments, specifically functional groups, therefore is the limited in scope and must be used in conjunction with other techniques to provide a more complex picture of the molecular structure. IR absorption range. The typical IR absorption range of covalent bond is 600 to 4000 centimeter inverse. The graph, the region of the spectrum where the following types of bonds normally absorb, for example, a sharp around 2200 to 2400 centimeter inverse would indicate the possible presence of CN or a CC triple bond. The fingerprint region. Although the entire IR spectrum can be used in fingerprint region, the purpose of comparing molecules 600 to 1400 centimeter inverse range is called the fingerprint region. This is normally a complex area showing many bands frequently overlapped with the other beginners. When they are analyzing the spectrum as their student, you should focus your analysis on the rest of spectrum. Functional group and the infrared tables. The remainder of these presentation will be focused on the IR identification of various functional groups such as alkenes, alcohol, ketone, carboxylic acid, etc. Basic knowledge of the structure and the polarity of these compounds is assumed. If you need a refresher, please turn to the inside cover of the weight. The table for the IR frequencies to specific covalent bond can be found on your laboratories, and there are the many methods which are IR spectrum for alkanes, IR spectrum for alkenes. There are many types of spectrum which is study about alkenes, carboxylic acid, and various type of functional groups. Alkanes have no functional groups. Their IR spectrum displays the carbon-carbon bond CH bond vibrations of these most useful CH bond, which appears around 3000, since most organic molecules have bonds, and the most organic molecules will display these bonds in the spectrum. Now the IR spectrum of alkanes, beside the presence of CH bond, alkanes also shows sharp medium bands corresponding to the CC double bond stretching vibration at the 1600 and 1700 centimeter inverse. Some alkenes might also be band CH double bond strength appears around 3880 centimeter inverse. However, this band is obscured by the broaded bands around 3000 centimeter inverse. Now, IR spectrum for alkenes. These spectrum are band appearing around 3080 centimeter inverse can be obscured by the broader appearing on 3000 centimeter inverse. The IR spectrum for alkynes, the most prominent band in alkynes correspond to the carbon-carbon triple bond. It's shown a sharp weak band about the 2100 centimeter inverse. The reason it's weak because the triple bond is not very polar in some cases, such as high symmetrical alkynes. It may also shows that due to the polarity of the triple bond associated with those alkynes, terminal alkynes, that is say those were the triple bond and they of a carbon chain have CH bond involving the sp carbon. Therefore, they may be also sharp V band 3300 corresponding to CH stretch. In internal alkyne, this is also the triple bond in the middle of carbon chain do not have CH bond to the sp carbon. Therefore, lack of a 4-meter band. Following slides, which are studied for the IR spectrum of alkynes. High spectrum for nitrile in a manner very similarly to alkyne nitrile have a prominent bond around 22,500 centimeter inverse caused by the CN triple bond. This band has the sharp and pointed sharp just like alkyne CC triple bond, but because the CN triple bond is more polar, this band is stronger than in alkynes. Now the IR spectrum of an alcohol. The most prominent band in alcohol is due to OH bond, and it appears as a strong broad band covering the range of 3000 to 3700 centimeter. The sheet size and the broad shape of the band dominates the IR spectrum and makes it sharp to miss. Now, IR spectrum for the aldehyde and ketone. Carbonyl group are those contain C double bond O functional group. In aldehyde, these group are in the end carbon chain, whereas in ketones or in middle of the chain. As a result, the carbon CO bond aldehyde in a also bonded another carbon and a hydrogen, whereas the same carbon in a ketone is bonded with two other carbons. Aldehyde and ketone show a strong prominent shaked shape band around 1710 to 720. This band is due to the high polar CO bond. Because of its position, shape, and the size, it is hard to miss. Because aldehyde also contains CH bond, sp2 carbon of the C double bond O bond. They also show a pair of medium of strength band positive and 2700 and 2800 centimeter inward. These bands are missing the spectrum of ketone because the sp2 carbon of the ketone lacks the CH bond. These show that spectrum of the aldehyde and a ketone have similarity and differences which are distinguished between the two. Now the IR spectrum of a carboxylic acid. A carboxylic functional group, the feature of the alcohols and ketones because as they are OH bond and CO double bond O. Therefore the carboxylic acid show any very stronger and the broad covering a wide range between 2800 to 3500 OH stretches. At the same time of they also show shake shaped band in the middle of the spectrum around 1710 corresponding to the C double bond stretch. I spectrum of amines. The most characteristic band in amide is due to the NH bond stretch. It appears as a weak to medium somewhat broad and band and but not broad as the OH band of alcohols. This band is positioned at the left end of the spectrum in the range of 3200 to 3600 centimeter inverse. Primarily, amines have two NH bond. Therefore, they typically show the spikes they makes is band resemble in molar tooth. Secondary amines have only NH bond, which makes them shows they only have spike resembling canine tooth. Finally, tertiary amines have no NH bonds, therefore these band absent in IR spectroscopy together. Now the IR spectrum for amides. The amide functional group combines the feature of amines in ketone because it has been both the NH and the C double bond O bond. Therefore, amides show a very strong, somewhat broad band and the left of the spectrum in the range between the 3100 to 3300 centimeter inverse for the NH stretch. At the same time, also show the stake shaped with amines. Primarily, amines show two spikes like amides. Thank you.